Okay, last class we were discussing about the each method in that how to create a local variable and a global variable. So even inside the methods, how to make a global variable. So just by using the global keyword, so we can make that inside variable, inside a method variable also we can make it as a global variable. So we have executed this yesterday also, so we got the output. So this P can be accessible, which has been created in another method. So like this, we can make it as a global. So now we'll see that methods with the parameters. Passing the parameter to the method. Narmada, have you done like that? Any parameter passing in the programming language? Any your C Sharp, any other programming language? Do you know that?
Yes, sir. Literally I know.
Yeah, in which language?
C sharp.
Okay, in C Sharp, how we pass the values to the method?
Literally I know, sir. I don't know.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm fresher.
yeah, okay, no problem. So just asking if you get remember or if you can know. Okay, so when you are calling the method, so if the method is, we call it this one as a method definition. Okay, so for this method definition, so the return type is we are not defining in the Python. Okay, but if you take any other programming language, so we used to type the return type. So for example, if you want to create any method in any programming language, you should type the return type of data type. So for example, if your method is returning integer value at the end, so we need to mention the type. So if it is not returning anything, so we used to use the void method. Okay, then we are using the method name. So after the method name, within the brackets and open bracket and close bracket, we used to mention the parameters. So what and all the parameters has to be used when they are calling the method. So for example, if they are passing two parameters of integer type, so int a comma int b. So like this, we were using in a different programming language. So within the open bracket, close bracket, so we will write all the code which it belongs to the addition method. So at the final, we will not return anything because of this. This is a void. If it is a name, we should return the integer type of value. Okay. So now we'll see in the Python programming language. So in Python programming language, we will not define any return type. So we just only use the def keyword. Okay. So after that, we can add the method name. So method name is the user defined name. So this is also case sensitive. We should not use start with numeric, and it should be we can use only underscore. So we can't use any other characters while creating the method name. So after this method name, we can pass any number of parameters. So for example, a comma b. So the two parameters I am taking for this addition. Okay, so then I can use these two parameters inside this a and b. Okay, so here I am just passing the integer value 2 comma 4. Okay, as this is also there is a global variable a comma b, so I will use some other variable name a and j, and here I do I plus. Okay, when we are calling the method, so this is the method calling, so this is the method definition. So when we are calling the method, we can pass the any value. So for that value will be stored in this variable. Okay, this variable we can use within this method. Okay, so but here we don't mention any type of that variable. Also here we can pass any type of the value. So even if you want string, we can pass the string value also. There is no worry about so what type of data we are passing. Okay, if I pass the two values, so there is an addition, so it just append the two strings. So if I pass the two strings, so but if I pass the one integer value and one string value, it will give the error. So because it is saying, so string value we are going to make the addition with the integer whole number. So like this we can pass the value for the method. Also how we can return means, so we can return. So but here we are not required to define what type of data we are returning. So but if any other programming language, we need to mention what type of data we are returning at the end of this method. So for example, here I will return C. Okay, so where you will call this method, so here you will get the return value. So I will just store into some variable X. Okay, so this is the one method which I have defined with the parameter. So this is without parameter. So this is with parameter, also this is returning some value. So we use return keyword. After that we have to be return any value, direct value also we can return. If we mention the variable, so what is the value is there inside the variable, so that value will be returned. Okay, so let's debug that code and we'll check it. So we'll go line by line. So first it is created the two variables a, b, and that is just a definition, so that is not executed. So because that is just a definition, so when we call it only, it will start executing. So now we are going to call the addition method. Okay, now I will step into that method. So if you see these parameters I and j, so there is a two values are there. Okay, what is the I value? So j is the group. So the two parameters here we are passing, so we can able to see in the debugger. So then we declare c as a global variable, and c value is as 10. So in the main thread, we can able to see the value. So C become the global, so that's why it is shown in the main thread, in the main method. So then it will return the C value. So what is the C value? C value is 10. So then X value should become 10. So after executing this line, so I just executed that line. So X variable has been created, and this add method has been returned the value 10. So the 10 value has been stored in the method X, sorry, variable X.
Okay.
Okay, I think she lost, I think. Now she is joining. Okay. Hello, Narmada?
So, I saw. Sorry, sir. My data has disconnected.
Okay, okay. So we just debug the code. So have you understand where you have stopped? When you disconnected from where I was,
I think she left before debug.
Okay.
No problem. I will explain her.
Okay, okay. So also there will be I am recording, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is recording. I will upload the video in the YouTube. You can check.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So I just debug. So just for to make confirmation that how the method works. So how it will return the value in the method. Okay. So we completed the global. So then we'll go to the next concept. Global variable is completed. Then we'll go to the Python data type. So next concept is the Python data type. So in the Python data types also there is a built-in data types are there. So for example, whatever we just directly assign the value. So like this 4, 3 and whatever the names we assign. So directly it will store the value. But internally what happens? So that use the some data type to store the value. So for text type means character set, it use the string type. So we use the even to do the typecasting, we are using the str. Okay. So for the numeric type, it is using the integers and then the float number and then the complex number. Complex numbers, you know.
Complex, I don't know. Actually, I have checked.
1J
Yeah.
numeric and alphabet.
Yeah, one imaginary number they will mention as a with I or a J.
Yes.
Okay, so that kind of numbers also we can use in this programming. So, but even now I never get such kind of problem. Means program to work on that.
Okay.
So maybe in some any gaming and such kind of any applications we might.
Actually, what is the difference between string and complex? Both are same, right? I no.
No, not same actually. So even we'll declare one variable and we'll see.
Okay.
So for example, for this a, I will make it as a complex number. So 4 plus I2 6. Okay, now I will see the what is the value of a and also what is the type of a. So then we can come to know.
Okay.
I'm getting some errors. We'll see one example. One J. Okay, we'll remove this. So first I will print the A. So it is printing 1J only. Okay, so now we'll see that type also. So type of A. If it is a string, then it should show string.
STR.
Also, we should only mention only in the single quote or double quote. Okay, if you want to store the string values in single quote and double quote only, we should store. But this doesn't give any error, but this is having the alphabet also along with the one. So this is some difference is there in the complex numbers. So check the type. So type also it is showing a complex. Yeah. So there is huge theory is there for the complex numbers in mathematics.
Okay. So we cannot put 2x, 3i like that. Huh?
Yeah. There is some expression is there actually. One.
Okay.
A plus B, I, J, something is there. Yeah, A plus B, I. So where A and B are the real numbers, I is actually the imaginary number. So this is a plus bi. So it will be represented in this format only.
Okay.
So those are all the complex numbers which we are representing like this. So these kinds of values we can store as a complex only in the Python. But we have not seen anything like in any other programming language for
Yes.
this kind of complex. So -3 -1 is this -4.
Otherwise, just put 3i. 3i.
The 3i is coming.
No, it is not accepted.
No, I is also only j -3
Only j.
minus. Yeah, in Python, so we are only using the j instead of I, but in mathematics it is mentioned with the I.
Okay.
Okay, only like this complex numbers when in some any applications we wanted to use. So that time we can use this kind of data type, complex type. Okay, so these are the data types. So for the string we are using the str. So for the integer we are using the int. Want to do the typecast. Even if you want to store integer type of value, so we just mention that int of the value.
Okay.
So then only integer type of value will be storing. Then float also we can use with the float float keyword. And this complex will be used with the complex class. So then there is a list. So this list will be used with this double bracket with the double quotes. We can mention the value. So we'll just try to print the value. We'll create one list. Li. Okay. So there is a three values are there. So first we'll print direct completed line. So we can access along with that index values also. So it's just printing complete values, means all the values. How it is there that complete, that it is just printing them. So we'll use that. So by using index value, we can access by using the position value, we can access that value. Even if you want to store that value, if you want to change it, li of 2 equals
Update, no? Not need required.
what?
No, update is not required. Here.
Why? 0, 1, 2. So now let's print that complete. So whether it is changed or not. So we have updated also.
Okay.
So with the list, so we can able to access, we can able to update the list.
Okay. Actually, in double three schools, they have given update command is there.
Dot. Okay. So I think that is not for the list. Dot update you are telling.
Oh, in that list only actually. Can scroll little bit. I think.
Yeah. Okay. Then see li dot append. Okay. This append you are telling.
Yes.
So this append means it will add one more value actually.
And even I saw some update.
Okay. So now this value is appended in this. So li dot. So by index value, we can fetch it and we can sort it and we can insert it and we can clear it. We'll check the clear one. So there is an empty list because it is after updated this. So it's just cleared. Even if you want to debug it, okay, this is the list. So we can able to see like this in the debugger.
Okay.
So first it was these three value. So when we added Hamsa name, so then it is replaced for the position 0, 1, 2. So second position it has been replaced. Now I am appending the value. So it will create a one more node with the 3 and it will store. So the third node has been created. In the console, it is printed by li. So this is the empty because we use the clear. So all this we can, there is a built-in functions will come. So if you want any other programming language, these are all the things actually we have to develop it. In some programming languages, some of having some few, but if you take in Python, it is too much. Means too many, lot of built-in functions we will get it. So now this is reverse done. So from Narmada, Hamsa, Guru, Harsha. Copy and count will give the length. So we'll print the count. This is the parameter. Okay. Okay. So this is actually occurrence. So this value is how many times is there in the list. Okay. So now this is for this previous line it was giving the error. So now I just added the name. So this count will be used to count the number of occurrence. For example, if Asha is 2 times, so in the list it will print 2 times. So now this is only 1 time. So now if I execute, so it is printing 2. Like this occurrence also we can find it in the list. So like this in Python, there is a lot of built-in functions you will get.
Okay.
Okay, so this we call it as a tuple. So list tuples and there is some few differences are there. So in the list actually, so like this we can fetch it and update and everything we can do. But in the tuple, some other built-in functions are there. So those functions we can check. So we can add the value like this. Okay. So we need to give okay, we'll check this. So even I have not used much. So just they have mentioned the tuple type. So we'll see the okay. Okay. So tuple means, so this is the one tuple. So then we'll create a one more tuple as a T1. So that one I will make it as some name. Okay. So we'll do the append. So now the two tuples are appended. So usually what we have seen the difference means, so in the list, so we use the bracket and we can add the value inside that same tuple. Okay, sorry, inside the same list.
Okay.
Okay, so in that list we can append and we can fetch the value. We can insert the value in the middle. Anything we can do with the list. But tuples will be mentioned So this is a one tuple. So then if you want to append any other tuple, so we should have another tuple like this. So with the double quote, we can use the any value. So this is a string type. So if you want to different type of tuple, we can create t2 equals to comma 2 comma 3. So this is another tuple. So let's combine with integer type only first. So we'll print t2 plus t3. So these kinds of two sets values we can do the addition. So now this
Okay, then we have to create one tuple, and there we need to store that whatever things we added.
Yeah, this is actually so we also in C# we know some lot of containers will be there. Containers means vectors, maps, and list
Yes.
and array list, like those kind of things. So in this Python also we having a list and a tuple. So tuples means this is like complete one set is a one tuple. So with the multiple tuples we can do the operation. So also there is a lot of built-in methods are there. So even if you want to check the type.
No, what I'm asking is now we can put T3 equal to T2 plus T4.
Okay. So that string with the integer you wanted to check, right?
If you put like that, that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, everything, it will create a new tuple.
Yes. So it is making addition, so then it is creating a new tuple.
New tuple.
Yeah. So we'll just check with the T1 and T2 also what will be. Yes. So it's combining that even if it is a different type also, it is combining the two types.
We can create one thing, T3 equal to T1 plus T2.
Yeah.
And if we print T3, what will be the result?
Okay. T1 plus T2.
T2.
It should be the same. So it should combine T1 and T2.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, this is different. Yeah.
Okay. I got it. So T3 is a
So
new
this
tuple.
this is also new tuple. And each tuple is also having these all these built-in functions.
Okay.
So we can check anything. It will be check the size. We'll store to some variable s and we'll print that value.
Size in the sense it is counting the character.
Yeah. Not character, I think memory, byte.
Memory. Okay.
Yeah, each character is actually 1 byte, but this integer will store the 4 bytes.
Okay.
16. Yeah. So that is the memory actually. It is printing the memory, the size of the total tuple to store. Even I have not much used this tuple actually. So we used to use the dictionary. This one is there, right? Dictionary.
Yes.
So this is majorly we use it actually. This is a key value based dictionary. So this is very simple when we are creating to a JSON and
Kind of array, right? It's kind of array.
not array, it's like kind of JSON.
JSON. Sorry, JSON. Okay, okay.
That's like a key value basis. Even API gives the response, right?
Yes, yes.
For example, if you want to pass the username and password, in the username is the key and value is some username value, and password is the key and the value is the password.
Yes.
Also
Okay,
here,
okay.
this key can contain one more dictionary value, also. Means one more JSON kind of.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and also we'll see this range. So tuples you can try with any other built-in functions, whatever is there, you can check it actually. So when we are developing, usually when we are developing the code, so that time when we get some problem, right? Means by using the tuple, if you want to sort or if you want to search, sorry, not sort and search. So anything if you want to do it with the tuple, usually we search in Google. So then we will get some results. So then we use the same code. Yeah, because when we can't memorize all the things. Even that is not necessary.
Okay, okay.
So, but we should know that concept.
Google and Stack Overflow.
Yeah. Okay. Range is also a same kind of a function. So which we are using, right? Type. Use the type method. So in the same way, it is the range. So, but it range it means
Print.
no, actually it will give like a counter. I will check. Here they have not given a proper example.